This is Beats of Fort Wayne.
Welcome into another episode of Beats of Fort Wayne. I'm your host, Clayton McMahon. We're also here with Grace Samuels and a full host of people. This is what we got, 7 here. This is a record, I think, for how many people we've put in this room.
It beats our Harry Styles episode.
Yeah, it's already getting a little toasty, but we'll make it work. We are here with Man of the Flood, one of the bands that will be performing this summer at Middle Waves, which they just announced that lineup just a few weeks ago. So we are here with Louis Aliubi, Justin Vu, Quinn Hiking, Jess Grant, and Clayton Beeler. The entire band. Like I said, we got a full crowd here. So thanks to Grace for helping set it up. A couple classmates from what I was told, so that's pretty cool. I guess we'll just kind of let you guys, I don't know if you want to introduce yourselves, kind of just talk about just a general overview of what the band's all about, what you guys do, stuff like that.
Fun fact about yourselves.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun fact. Oh, man.
You're going to have to start with that one, man.
That's excellent. I'm Quinn. I'm the front man of the band. We play, like, indie rock, sometimes kind of proggy stuff. And a fun fact about me is that I used to throw javelin.
Oh, period.
All right.
Who's next?
I'll go next. My name's Clayton. I'm the drummer of the band. I started the band with Quinn. Fun fact about me: you ever heard of the lesser-known indie game Splunky 2? I just beat it for the 3rd time.
Nice,
dude. I did beat Splunky. Let's go.
How? That game is so hard.
Yeah, I can teach you how sometime.
I just watched Skylar. I'm like, I'm good watching you.
I think I played with him one time, and I was like, this game's dumb.
It's not really fun to play
I
with
lose
other people.
immediately. I'm like, never playing again. I'm never playing again.
Yeah, it's not really fun to play by yourself either, honestly.
The only part I like is the cute little dogs that you save.
This is
That's
true.
it.
If you save them.
And then you don't, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm never
they
I'm
brutally
never
die.
touching again.
It's terrible.
That's
terrible.
You rob the shop owner, it's
Yep.
done. It's
Yep.
over.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go next. I'm Jess. I play keys, and I do backing vocals. Sometimes I have a little solo. But, and a fun fact about me is this is actually relevant today. I go to Lollapalooza every year, and I just got my ticket today. So
Nice.
You're five.
Holy. I'm like from Northwest Indiana, so like kind of close to Chicago, kind of. And I've never ever been. I've
That's
never
so
ever
fun.
been. I just like watch vicariously, like my friends'
10 out of 10
stories.
recommend. Tickets are sold out, but
Next year.
Yeah.
You can buy it for 4 times the
3 out
price.
of the
That's true,
8
you
people in
can.
my group successfully got tickets, so everyone else is currently scouring the
Oh my
internet.
god.
Dude, are you going all 4 days? Or?
Yeah.
Sorry. Beep.
Whoa. No cursing.
The year ends, and I immediately start saving for the next year.
You know what? Good for you. You know what? Couldn't be me. I'm like planning a wedding right now, and I'm like, everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway, good for you. Who are you most excited to see?
Honestly, probably either Charlie or Lord. I'm really excited for both of them.
Yeah. And hope they do it together.
The neighborhood's gonna be really cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally normal about this. Anywho.
So go next. I'm Justin. I play bass. Actually, just newest edition member of the band. Joined a couple months ago. Fun fact I would say is I'm actually not a bass player. I am a guitar player.
Nice, dude.
Which means we like him.
Yep. I was going to say, I'm glad we did.
I mean, let's just be honest with everybody. You know what I mean?
Not too much of my bassist friends, okay?
Thank God. I'm Louis. I'm the guitar player of the band. Fun fact is I'm the proud owner of a vintage bird clock. Each of the times on the clock is a different bird, and when it turns that time, it plays that bird's call.
That's sick.
That's really cool.
It's
Yeah.
the coolest thing I've ever had in my entire life.
I like how it's just like the right amount of nerdy too. Like if
Yeah.
you love birds.
I do, yeah.
You're riding the line, though. You're close. Close to too nerdy.
To turning into
Too
a bird?
We already talked about
You're
Spelunky.
bird-like.
Like we can't get too okay.
Hold on. I'm bird-like. Jess, can you elaborate?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what bird is he?
Yeah, what do you think I am? What do I look like to you?
I don't don't know. I mean, at least your mustache is bird-like. You gotta admit that.
It kind of flaps.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You get like
Oh,
this
yeah.
whistle.
Yeah, it's
I
like
drive
when
with
you
the I drive with the windows down a lot because I'm bald and it doesn't matter. But you can't see my mustache like palpating in the wind. It's kind of beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we went around the room like it's a college class. I guess I shall jump into some questions. So you guys just put out an album. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It is so good. As a longtime listener of Man of the Flood, it is so good. I guess like, what were like the main motivations, or like, I don't want to say like what inspired you, but like what inspired you?
Dogs.
Yeah, besides dogs.
Yeah, so the album is rather dog themed in its
Yeah.
visuals and its subject matter somewhat, and that really kind of came out of Doormat was the first one we wrote,
Mhm.
and so that one kind of had some of that imagery, and then just wanted to kind of build on that and expand that world.
That's awesome. That song is so good. By the way.
Thank you.
I'm also very normal about this album. And again, with like the dog imagery, I got a lot of like water imagery. There's a lot of like, even with your visuals,
Absolutely.
there's like dripping and stuff. You can hear that like sound and your instrumentation that you choose. Like, where is the connection with dogs and water besides, I guess, when they sloppily drink out of a bowl or something?
Yeah, I do wish that I could drink water that way. That would be so cool. Like have your tongue go out and like go backwards and like hook it up. So it like
Yeah,
scoops
like-
it like a reverse
Like
spoon.
the slow
Yeah.
motion videos. Yeah.
Weird like ladle tongue. I think that would be pretty dope.
That's
New
crazy.
song title.
Ladle tongue?
Yeah,
Ladle
weird
tongue.
ladle tongue.
Little tongue.
Ladle tongue.
Little tongue.
You heard it here, folks. The next single is Ladle Tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think water makes a lot of good metaphors.
It sure do.
It's a easy it's a well we've gone to before, if you will.
Well.
Oh.
Wow.
I wish we had that sound effect, but we don't. Going through your track list, I have notes.
Ooh.
Give me a second, guys. Going through your track list, I kept like, there's so much Man of the Flood that's totally embedded in the album, but y'all still took the risk of like changing a lot about what you do, and there's so much, like, I guess maturity comes with age and all that as well. It's like how much you keep playing and all that, and how much you expand as an artist and as lyricists as well. Like I just kept going through the track list, like, wow, that one's really good. Wow, that one's really good. well, that one's really good. That one like just kept getting better and better, especially when you got to Robot Elephant. I was like, all right, hands
Nice.
down. I will have to say that one is my favorite.
Heck
Yeah, that one is by far my fave. But I guess where were you guys like, we got to make something weird, you know? We got to do something different. Like when did that like hit you? Where like I need to. Were you messing around with like a lick or something, or an instrument or a sound, and you're like, I need to pinpoint why this makes me feel this way, and I need to expand upon it.
Yeah, I guess I can take this one. So usually kind of honestly, all throughout Man of the Floods, like writing, I would say probably, I don't know, this may or may not line up with what I've said in the past, but probably 80% of the time, Quinn usually writes like a verse guitar part, chorus guitar part, and vocals. And then from there, I'll add, and this is not like every time, but like I would say if you average it out, this is about how it works out. And then I'll add like, he might write like a basic drum beat. I'll add my own drums, stuff like there. And just as we've grown over time as musicians, we've learned cool tricks to make things sound cool. And like as I listen to more music, I like to take inspiration from different bands and try and add their own techniques. Like Robot Elephant specifically, honestly, the bridge section, I kind of stole from Sleep Token, to be completely honest.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, so that was kind of like my inspiration there, what I was going for. And I think with what Quinn did with the vocals, like kind of aligns with how they do like 4-inch shifts in their vocals and like weird stuff like that. So that's how some of it comes about. Some of it is just like mental insanity that I can't escape from. So
It's like you're constantly spiraling and you kind of just stop mid-spiral. Like,
yeah,
you know what? Maybe I'll do something about it.
It's
And then
actually
you just
kind of
keep-
how it works. You just have to
Yeah.
catch whatever is fleeting in your mind at that moment, and if it sounds cool, it sounds cool.
I think also it's neat because we've gotten to work with like different people over the years as well. So it's like the lineup has changed and shifted, and
Right.
different people's influences are different.
Right.
So like specifically, like this record has a lot more Louis because Louis wasn't in the band before that. But it's also got Dom Strunk, a local guitar player, and he's got his own kind of styles that he brought to it. Some of his recordings are actually on the album,
Oh, cool.
which is fun. And like having just more different influences, and like Clayton and I listening to different stuff all the time, and like tastes shifting kind of. It's like we don't really have a choice but to change because it's like we're just not looking to do what we did before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of artists do make the choice of staying stagnant. Like, well, this is what works. This is what sells. You know, and it's nice to see even someone at a smaller scale. And that's not a diss. It's just
Yeah.
someone at a smaller scale going like, I can't stay in this bubble. I've got to branch out. Like, just even for your own sanity, like you were saying. Like, I've got to keep expanding myself and growing myself, or I'm gonna just get stuck, you know. And that goes in every part of our lives as well, I guess. Which kind of leads me to like, what is something that you made a big change on that you're hoping someone listening to you guys for the first time or long-time listeners, like what they might pick up in this new album?
That's a good question.
Was there something you added that you were like, I'm so excited about this song or like this element in this song?
Ooh, I think a good example for that, I think there's maybe two good spots for that, is like definitely some of the songs have heavier guitars
Yeah.
than we've done before, which is like a fun thing, like way lower tuned, way like nastier, which is like a cool, like, you know, if people like listen to the other stuff before, they'll be like, whoa, this rocks.
Yeah.
And then this is also like one of the most, or it features one of the most like Jess heavy songs with Robot Elephant, which is like kind of a shift from what we've done in the past, which was kind of fun to like.
Yeah.
I like to, when we play that one, I get to just like play guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to like sing as much, which is an enjoyable change of pace.
Yeah, yeah. Taking a back seat and like letting another band member like take the reins.
That's fun.
One other section I'll bring up is Drown has a section that's that Louis
Yeah.
did in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's like, we really haven't done a section like that. Like, it's like this weird, spacey, ambient.
Yeah.
Like, even my drum part is not like anything that we've done in any other songs. And so that's probably what I'd say. Like, there's like a listener that I wanted them to notice something that's probably something I want them
It's got spoken word over it.
to. Yeah.
Spoken word, written by Quinn, performed by yours truly. I'd also like to shout out the mixing on this record too, because Mark, this is the first record that was paid to be mixed by a professional not in the U.S. He's a British producer. He's incredible and has done a lot of my favorite bands like TTNG.
And Delta Sleep.
And Delta Sleep, yeah. And I mean, sonically, I think the record sounds better than anything else that's been released from Flood.
I
before.
completely agree.
Yeah.
So worth the while to go work with him.
It was so fun to work with him too, just like emailing back and forth with this guy. And
Yeah.
like over the course of it, you know, like the first song we sent him, we went through like 3 revision phases. Then like the next one we went through 2. And then like slowly by the end of it, it was just like, yep, you nailed it. First
Yeah.
try. Mark,
Yeah.
you know exactly what we want. That's
Yeah.
What do you say? The songs were like bloody bonkers or something.
yeah.
Just hot British praise.
How did you get in contact with this guy overseas? Like how
Email.
did- You just shot your shot. You're like, hopefully he responds.
Yeah, we all got together at my place, and I'd put together like 15 songs, and I was like, I feel like these are the type of mix we're looking to go for, and we like picked our 5 favorites, and then we just emailed the mix engineers for those 5 songs. All but one of them got back to us, which was crazy.
Yeah.
And he is in China, and I don't believe he speaks any English, so it's not super surprising he didn't get back to us.
Fair.
It was kind of a shot in the dark. But
Yeah.
Well, like the worst that someone can say is no. You know.
Yeah.
That's a really good mindset to have. That's crazy. And overseas, that's really cool. I was gonna like also make a comment. There is like another next level. It feels really really polished, this record as well. Like it feels good too. So yeah, well, you guys kind of beat me to my next question. So, let's bring up middle waves. So you guys have played a lot of like several forever live shows, like a lot. Are you guys nervous? Is this kind of like a bigger scale situation rather than like just a house show or something, for example? Like, is it with like the likes of like Beach Bunny or something? I'm really excited about Beach Bunny.
I'm really excited about
I'm
Beach
stoked.
Bunny.
Like, are you guys nervous at all, or are you kind of just like, I'm excited to meet these people and get to play at the share stage with these people, or what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I feel like I'm less nervous about this one than a lot of other ones,
too.
just
Really?
because when it's a bigger stage, bigger production, you've got
Oh.
more people like at the ready to make sure like you're not blowing your ears out. You'll be able to hear everything on stage perfectly, like good feedback, good room to run around. It's like a lot more freeing than anything else, I think.
True. The more people in the crowd, I think the less nervous I get.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like there's a higher ratio of judgment being split up amongst
Yeah.
in a room of like 3 people, and if it's like 75% people don't like me, that's a lot of people. In a room of 3 people. But if it's just a bunch of people, I've got a good chance that people will be like, yeah, this is sick. It's pretty cool.
I almost feel like we play better at the bigger shows. And
Yeah.
the
I
smaller house
definitely
shows.
I
agree.
feel like we
Yeah.
get to feed off of the energy.
Right.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
too.
The crowd that's there and stuff, and it's harder to do that in like house basement.
Yeah. You got like 5 people staring at you, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's like
it's
there's
literally
a
just
burst
people going-
pipe like literally dripping water.
Yeah.
down.
Yes,
Someone's
oh my-
concussed in the
I've
corner.
literally been
Like
there.
no one can move. Like yeah.
I've literally been there. And I felt like a little on the top
Yep.
of my head. I'm like, that's it. Was that?
Yep.
Did you guys write a song about that? Or?
It was, pretty funny.
That's actually what ladle tongue is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ladle
drink
tongue.
from the pipe.
See, we're starting to like brainstorm. Here.
Yeah.
Put me on your song credit.
No, I was about to say you don't get credits on that.
Yeah, and I guess I have a question, kind of just going off the middle waves thing. I'd be curious to just how that whole collaboration kind of just came about. Like, did you reach out to them? How, did they reach out to you? I would just be curious to know kind of how that all went down.
Yeah, they reached out to us about it, which was cool.
Yeah.
I know we've had some friends play it in the past. Namby Pamby, I think a year or 2 ago, played it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they reached out to us, and fortunately, we can make it work.
Very cool.
That's fantastic.
I've reached out to them every year. This is the first year I did it, and they reached out to us. So I guess I was the
That was the
problem.
curse, man.
I was the problem.
It's your fault.
My
You're
bad.
trying too hard. You have to play hard to get.
Yeah, you have to play hard. Yeah,
Right.
You have to play hard to
Yes,
get.
so
And
I
they're
guess
like, yeah.
so.
Can't double text them. That's the
Yeah,
lesson.
I would
we take
only
away from
email
this.
once a year. I'd be like, "Hi, we're a band. It'd be cool.
It's even too needy for them.
Be cool."
Yeah.
You're too down bad.
And this year I gave up, and they said, "What about?"
I just hope we
You
can make
guys?
some friends. Beach Bunny Passion Pit, be our friends. The Paradox,
Beach
be our
Bunny,
friends.
we've met once before
Lollapalooza.
at Lollapalooza.
For
Just like,
real?
yeah,
Yeah,
just standing right in front of us.
at Dominic Fike's set,
That's
and I was
really
like,
cool.
"Hi, Beach Bunny."
Yeah, Grace is so normal about this.
I have to say that for the eighth time. Me never going to Lollapalooza ever in my life. Anyway,
Have to at least once.
at least once. I'll swallow that big chunk of change for the concert ticket.
Hey, you know what?
Golly. Yeah. Shoot, I'm out of questions. My mind's going blank.
Well, I guess kind of talking about Beach Bunny to some of the other bands.
Yeah.
I guess I like. Obviously, I'm not an artist, so I don't know, like in a ensemble performance like this with a whole bunch of other bands, how much you would be able to interact with them like prior to performing. But just being able, if you will, in any way, just what it'll mean to be able to share the stage with them, you know, learn from them, get to know them more, just kind of what you're excited for on that kind of front.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I have no idea how. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to meet him.
I hope so.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
I hope so.
Sometimes, one time we played with a bigger artist at a place in Indianapolis, and they were like, "No one can come into this area." Like, kind of like it's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
the only band
But I don't
space
think they're
that
gonna be
was
like that.
behind-
They were
No, I
they
don't
were
think so.
international, and it was a funny.
But they
thing,
wouldn't let us hang out in the back half
They
of
would-
the venue. We had to be outside.
Well, yeah,
They're, like,
they
hanging out in the
kicked
parking
us, and we were
lot.
like, "This is our home turf. Like, you
Yeah.
don't understand.
No,
We're
like-
from here. Like, I was playing this when we were in like 8th grade, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, well, I wouldn't want to hang out with some 8th grader.
I wasn't an 8th grader at the time.
Okay. I don't want
This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, this was not, yeah.
I meant like I'd been playing together since I was in 8th grade.
Oh, since you were in 8th
So
grade.
you were silent for like many minutes.
Yeah,
and
I
you
was just like looking. I was
chimed
looking
in
for a
with
way to
some
like
dumb
throw a
stuff.
stray
I'm
at
like,
you,
Get out
but
of here.
okay. I can leave. I can go somewhere else.
Well, he was actually in 8th grade 2 years ago. So.
Right, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Still is held back.
Yeah.
Held back a
Never
little.
moving
Should have been.
forward.
Should have been.
Well, I know that we have some marching band folks in here as well. Y'all went to Fishers?
Yeah.
Fishers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite
I
a bit.
thought so. We were a marching band at the same time at 2 separate schools across the state. And I definitely saw the Bohemian Rhapsody show. Saw you guys playing, just totally nerding out over y'all. By the way, I just had to put that out there. Second of all, do you feel like that marching band, like, basis really affects how you play now? Or do you feel like, nah, I got my basics and now I'm like...
I would say so because I was a marimba player in
Okay, cool.
high school, and that's what I did in marching band. So it gave me like a better understanding of just like harmonies and keys and how to write, and like I kind of write in like the understanding of how you like arrange instruments. Like fundamentally kind of comes from
Right.
like doing that for so many years and the experience. So that I would say it's heavily influenced by
Okay.
writing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know other band folks who are like, I don't talk about my marching band at all. Like, marching band, don't bring that up. It's like,
But it's definitely aspects of that. But musically, yes.
yeah, you don't want to be that guy that's like, one time at band camp,
Not
but like
gonna be me.
I am that person.
That's
I
okay.
am that person.
That's good.
Well, when you're playing low brass, that's what you get.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I had another question, and she's gone to the end. Is there anything that you're like, oh, we've got to talk about this, that we've got to bring this up?
Okay.
You can do this, man.
Walking in.
You like talking.
I do. I really do.
Is there any other
Couldn't
shows
love
that we haven't
talking.
talked about besides?
How about,
Yeah,
how
so
about the
yeah,
Sunday?
that's what I was
April,
thinking.
Yeah.
April 3rd one.
We've got a couple of shows coming up that we're pretty excited about. On April 3rd at Ambrosia Orchard, Sundial is putting on a charity event. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's supporting.
We checked
Yep.
in the car.
We checked. I
Yep,
know this.
and I'm checking.
The
And I
specific
mean, I'm
organizations.
checking the
You
back
got
of my
it.
brain.
Yeah.
The Midwest Immigration Bond Fund.
Yes, yeah, Midwest Immigration Bond Fund. So that'll be super cool. And then on the 11th of April, we'll be playing at Equinox Fest in Muncie, which is a cool festival put on by Ball State University that they do every year.
This will be our 4th time doing that.
Ooh, yeah, I think you're right.
Essentially.
That's nifty.
Either 3rd
Third
or
or
4th.
fourth.
It is 4th. Yeah, because we had one outside, one inside, then the most recent one. And this will be the 4th one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And then sometime in May, I think we're going to do a house show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that one's not. That one's what's the TDA? To be determined. TBD. Whatever it is.
TDA.
TDA.
Oh,
Team
yeah.
Cantina.
So stay tuned for that one. We've got vinyl still.
Yeah.
We've got vinyl.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we
we
do
have
have
vinyls?
vinyl.
Gets a vinyl.
This is the first one we've done a vinyl for, which was cool.
That's cool. Are you guys gonna do like a record store day kind of event with
we
like
should.
the vinyls?
It's a great
We're
idea.
supposed to go.
We
We're
have
supposed
not
to
done
go.
it.
We're supposed to do that.
Hey, thank you for reminding us. We're supposed to go to record stores and talk to them and stuff. So we're gonna do
There
that.
is one in a record store.
Is it welcome?
No,
No.
it's
Are you talking about
It's
the Muncie one?
Locked Groove.
Locked
In
Groove in
Muncie.
Muncie
Yeah.
has the record there. But yeah, we'll probably go to like Wooden Nickel and Welcome
Couple.
Back and
Yeah.
Careful, Morrison. He will trap you in a conversation. He's really cool, but that man doesn't know when to stop talking.
Hey, we're
Better
used.
learn
You heard it
now,
here first,
Morrison.
folks.
You're hearing it now,
Yes.
Morrison. You've got some
Morrison.
character development to go.
You got an op.
No,
over
he's
here.
gone.
Morrison has his ops apparently.
No, I'm not an op. No, the couple times ago that I went there, I got in a conversation with him, and I was just kind of like, and he was like talking about a bunch of technical stuff that's way over my head. I'm like, that's really cool. And he goes, well, come upstairs. I've got like, because he also recreates and refurbishes like old
Yeah.
turntables and stuff like that and old speakers. And then you go upstairs and there's like beautiful refinished 1970s wood paneled speaker, and then they then like one of his employees will be like, listen to this song. And it's just an AI song. They're in. I'm like, I need to get out of here.
You're that
like,
employee.
I'm
Stop
not
it.
AI.
Creative AI is bad.
Yeah.
Slander. Don't stand that. No.
It was a
stand
little.
that.
It was a little funny though. I think it was meant to like make fun of the AI. Like, listen how good this AI song plays through this old speaker. And I'm like, okay.
Cool. I could think of a funnier joke than that. I'm going to do that.
You could play Cupcake through that or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Get the bleep button ready. I'm gonna sing Cupcakes.
I got you. I got you.
Lick.
Just, I got headphones on.
That level of cringe, dude.
That's gonna be on the internet for a while.
Yeah.
Shit.
And TV.
Good job.
Oh, frick.
Yep. TDA.
TDA.
To be announced.
You're in 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
By the way.
2 years held back.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, Louis and Justin, you're newer to the band. What's your experience been like so far, and like compared to other bands you've been in and stuff?
Thanks for taking the
Shoot.
reins.
Yeah.
Thanks, dog.
I like to yap.
So
On
we're
the
both
spot.
from Northern Virginia. Funny enough,
Coincidentally.
we
yeah.
didn't happen to know that about each other before meeting, which is cool.
Not at
Hey,
all.
I'm telling the story right here, man. No need to make faces. Okay, it's been a long day. This is what I was gonna get to is being this band sucks, and this is why, right? Because Quinn's out here, the son of an English teacher, taking every single thing I say, right? He watches me like he's like I'm supposed to have like a prompter in front of me so I can speak perfectly at all times.
Yep.
But rather than maybe like having a concise summary of things that is wrong with me, he'll just pick every single little thing out.
Yeah.
Justin, how do you feel about like hanging out with these?
T-Gens.
Just like what is it?
The reference, like our group chat, it's just them arguing.
Most of the time,
Everyone's
this
just
guy
like
sucks.
spewing
Yeah.
at each other.
Oh man.
It's been a ride. Yeah, I can't say I've been in a band with this kind of motion in the past. It's
Yeah, there's motion.
there's a lot of motion. I
Definitely
mean,
got motion.
bringing in that bottom end, there's even more motion. now.
Oh, motion in the bottom end.
Yeah.
Bottom end.
But I mean, being originally a guitar player and switching over to bass, it's been a unique experience. I'm like trying to play the instrument like the way it's supposed to be played. So like transferring all of that over from guitar to bass has been like a eye-awakening moment. It's taught me a lot of new things. So I'm super grateful for that. But yeah,
So
it's
shout
been-
out Justin for buying a bass to
Bought,
be in a band as well.
yeah,
Five
true.
string.
I found out my credit was great, so put it on the card, and
Okay, fine. Guys, Justin's credit's really good.
it's
That's
really good, by the
fantastic.
way.
Really
So I
good.
decided to buy a bass, and yeah, it's been great. It's been fun.
I know we asked for your first and last name, but make sure you say your social security number directly into
Yeah,
the
true.
camera.
It is.
The bleep, please.
But yeah, there's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
to say.
No, these guys are
Like
super cool.
like Clayton said, there's a lot more head banging and moshing
Mm.
at our shows for an indie band. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that.
Yeah, and then kind of going off that, Quinn, I don't know, like you mentioned that there's been, a different lineup that's kind of evolved over the years. How would you say that maybe evolution of people you've had in the band has maybe adjusted the band's sound over time to kind of where it's become now?
Totally. Yeah, we have an interesting habit of our guitar players tend to be either traditionally metal musicians or jazz musicians. And we seem to just kind of oscillate back and forth between the two and force people to play the other one from whichever they're used to. We're like, hey, learn this back catalog. I know that's not like the style that you play, but welcome to it. And
Yeah.
so, I personally get a lot of joy out of seeing somebody who I respect as a jazz musician wearing a suit and shredding in like drop A for one of the songs that we did on this one. It's just it's a fun contrast to have. I like changing out the styles. It's fun having new folks around. It keeps it fresh, keeps the creative juices flowing.
We've already got the next two lined up for when
Yeah,
we
so-
got these guys as well.
So we'll use this as an announcement. I'm leaving the band. They're replacing it with another guy with an even larger mustache.
Yep.
Like every
We got
new
Dr.
guy.
Eggman on.
Yeah,
We've now
every
hired
new
Dr.
guy,
Eggman.
you like grab the corner of the JPEG and you just keep dragging.
Just
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah, we I mean to implement Louis, we can't have someone with a mustache like that join the band. So when I first started talking to Louis about this stuff, we didn't really know each other very well.
No.
And at work, we worked together. I went to his desk, and I was like, hey, you should let me shave your mustache on camera, and you should shave mine, and I think that'd be fun. And he was like, maybe, man. And I just kept bugging him about it until he thought it was funny. And then the first time we ever hung out outside of work, we shaved each other's mustaches off on camera.
Yeah.
Because I needed him fully bald to join the band.
Yeah. I think I got mobbed.
Yeah.
It was a
Humiliation ritual.
Humiliation ritual, yeah. They kind of haze you to get into this band, which is interesting. And, you know, at the time, the mustache was my whole identity. So when I went back to, like, all the places I was a regular, people didn't recognize me.
He did look completely
He
different.
did.
Yeah.
Like, completely
I
different.
could genuinely
Different
get
person.
away with anything if I
Yeah,
just
you
shaved my
could.
mustache. I could disappear.
Yeah. So,
I could
law
disappear.
enforcement, take that into consideration.
You're wondering?
Don't worry, I've got my eye on him. Got your eyes.
Were you
So it's-
spewing?
Is like the mustache a requirement to join the band, or
Seems to be.
like do you have to have one previously, or do you grow one after you join?
You've got some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
both
that-
really.
yes.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Stay tuned.
You'd look good with, like, some
That's a
mud
lot.
chops.
Jess has been
Some
taking
chops.
tea to get that mustache going.
Yeah, I have like a
She's
whole
juicing.
routine.
She's
you know.
juicing.
You have like serum that you put on
Yeah,
your upper
I
lip.
have serum. I have some like just for men
Yeah.
at the ready for when it's just long enough.
She's got some glue and then uses some of her cat's, like, loose
Yeah,
hairs.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fake
Yeah.
eyelashes.
Big
yeah.
eyelashes.
Oh, that's
you know,
great,
my
yeah.
God.
Right.
That's
Definitely. If you ever see me with a mustache, it's definitely not one of those like party sticker ones that I'm just gonna stick on my face. It's definitely not that.
It's
if you ever
real.
see me with one, it's real.
don't try to rip it off.
Don't you dare. It's gonna hurt really bad if you do that.
Right. And if you're allergic to cats, don't get anywhere near her
No.
face.
Yeah.
Nope. It's not me.
I actually have another question. This is more for Quinn and Clayton. I found an old interview that you guys did with PFW, and it was talking about the very first time you guys were set to perform in Indy,
Oh gosh.
and your guys' lead singer bailed on you.
Oh.
So I guess kind of being the technical origin of the band, I guess I just want to ask kind of what was going through your mind that night when all that went down, and kind of how it eventually, moved into you guys, starting the band.
Yeah, you take that one.
Yeah, so that was actually, that wasn't for Man of the Flood. That was for the band that Clayton and I did in high school. So kind of like a precursor to it. And we were 14, 15 range. We were playing open mics at Sam Ash. And every week we would just kind of shuffle it up. And sometimes we'd have different friends come through and do stuff. And we'd rehearse with one of our friends, and then we were signed up for the open mic, and we were waiting, and she just never showed up. And so we just riffed and messed around with some like other songs that we had learned, and just kind of that was around then was there's a sentence here. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Come on, son of an English teacher.
Yeah. I had never really intended to front a band. That was never really my goal. I wanted to play guitar and just kind of hang out. And I was the only one that sang left in the group that was there that night, Sam Ash. So that responsibility kind of got pushed onto me, and I liked it. I had so much fun, and ever since then, been doing this.
Heck yeah. So,
He's been
thanks to that
doing
person
this.
for
I've
not
been
showing
doing
up, or
this.
Quinn would not be the lead singer.
Love it, man.
It's a butterfly effect.
Literally.
A coincidence.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm here for the
You
pun.
can leave now.
Do you guys have a favorite gig you guys have ever done? A particular performance, a venue you guys have played at that sticks out to you?
That's a great question.
I've got a couple favorites. If you guys
For me, at least, it was that big stage we played,
Clyde.
Clyde.
Yeah.
So Goldstock for
Goldstock.
Justin.
Yeah.
Okay, so we played
Definitely.
Clyde Theater for Goldstock.
Shout out Gold Star.
I think currently mine is still in the New Year's one we just did.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
That one
New Year's
was gonna be
was
my
so
one of my
fun.
choices as
Packed
well.
into a very
Oh,
small
it did it in my
Yeah.
house?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That one was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
We
It's a good one.
occasionally do shows in our living room, and they're pretty lit.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there's concerns on if the floor is gonna not
Collapse.
collapse.
Still hoping.
It's gonna be okay.
Hasn't yet.
Hasn't yet. And if it does, landlords, if you're watching this, no, you're not.
There was never a show.
There was never a show. There was never
all
a
in
bunch
your
of
mind.
people jumping up and down in my living room. Never.
That and like Be Here Now in like 2022.
Yeah.
That was,
Muncie,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was our favorite spot for sure.
Also, I will say, and we are actually playing here next weekend, Happy Dog in Cleveland.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
What was that, 2023 when
Yeah.
we went there? That was such a blast.
Oh man, that was
it
a treat.
was such an amazing show. It
We'd
was
never-
like our third show on
Yeah.
tour or something like that. It was so good. It's a hot dog joint. Hot dog and beer.
Hot dog and beer, and
Yeah.
it's weird hot dogs
And
too.
there's a
Weird
lot of
hot
free
dogs.
tequila shots too.
Oh, yeah.
I see why you like the show.
The show itself was lit, and so was after the show.
Yeah, we got to play with some really cool bands when we did that one.
Yeah.
That was False Teeth and People in the Daytime, and they were just like really welcoming. We'd never met
Yeah.
them before, and we were like on like a week-long run around the Midwest, and they like let us crash at their places, and it was just so cool.
Dude, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said Cleveland. I keep thinking about how there's one of 3 soft serve margarita places only in
Oh,
Cleveland.
yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Or what is
It's
it?
like called like La Playa or something. And it's like Houston, Cleveland, and like one other city has these soft serve margaritas. And
Sounds
they've been
kinda- sounds
at
kinda
the
dope.
forefront of my mind.
Yeah, we can go there. Yeah.
I want to check that out
Yeah,
now.
we
Oh,
should.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be down.
I've just been seeing it all over my social media. I'm
That
like,
sounds
oh my God.
Get mega sloshed before having some dogs and playing a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an
Singing
interesting
about
mix
dogs.
of stuff in your
Yeah,
stomach.
It's gonna be weird.
Fruit Loops and chili on your dog.
Oh, I'm good.
Peanut butter if you like.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter I would do.
Wait, like
These are all
actually?
options.
Yeah.
Like,
They have like the way you order is they
Oh,
have
that's
a
so cool.
piece of paper and you like check off what you want on your hot dog.
Really?
And
Okay.
there's Fruit Loops
wow.
and peanut butter and
Mm-mm-mm.
I think there was mac and cheese
Mm.
and I don't remember what else all there was. But there was some
Second
Whole
crazy
kitchen
stuff on
sink.
there.
Yeah.
Who's
Second
unhinged?
hot
It
dog.
was pretty
You
unhinged,
order it,
but
it shows up
do a
later.
It's kinda
challenge.
fun.
You should do a challenge where you just try to order the grossest dog, and whoever's got the nastiest one wins.
Yeah.
The
I'm pretty sure I
nastiest
got
dog.
that nastiest dog in me.
Alright.
Yeah,
Who
okay.
gave him a mic?
Cut.
Cut, please.
If this wasn't a nice room, I'd be throwing this at you right now.
This is edited, right?
We'll beat him up after.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna smack the face out there.
It's
All
okay,
right.
we got the bleep button.
Okay, good.
We'll put it in post. Don't
Thank you,
worry.
thank you.
No, we've got probably about 13-ish minutes left. There's probably one more question I was going to ask, just to kind of get an idea of what your guys' inspiration, the music you guys grew up on that kind of inspired you to, what you guys do today. So I would love to just hear each of your guys' favorite album and why. We can start. We can just kind of go around the
Sure.
room. We'll start this way.
Yeah, so as Quinn alluded to, I'm kind of the odd one out where I grew up playing jazz and classical music. So my favorite record growing up was, that's actually tough. Well, my favorite record now is Choose Your Weapon by Hiatus Coyote. I absolutely adore that record, everything about it. I try to steal as much as I can from it respectfully and intertwine into my playing as much of the ideas as I possibly can. That album is incredible.
And what was your favorite growing up that you were going to mention?
I was trying to decide which Stevie Wonder album, so I'm just going to
Nice.
say just
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder because it's too difficult for me to say which album I would decide on.
Nice.
Not to flex, I've met, I guess she goes by Napalm, with
Mhm.
their solo stuff. I met her with my best friend Amara in Chicago, and she's so cool. She also went up
Oh.
2 hours late, so
Okay,
yeah, she's
well-
Australian.
Yeah, I know. She's sleeping in.
Yeah, she deserves it.
I saw her once in Indianapolis, and I was like, man, she sounds just like the record, and man,
Yeah.
she's a lot shorter than I thought she was.
She's very
Respectfully,
She's
an
awesome.
amazing performer.
She's
She
so
takes up. She gives like the most amazing presence on stage, which
Yes.
is crazy.
It's
It's
just
like
her,
radiant.
her and a guitar. Period. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
She's awesome.
She also smells incredible.
Okay.
I give her a hug.
Great. She's really normal about this.
All right. That's cool. All right. Moving on.
My music taste has changed so much throughout the years. But I think the one album that really, when I started playing guitar, that really just made me pick it up every single day is probably My Chemical Romance album,
Nice.
3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Beautiful.
I tried to learn as many songs as I could, as many riffs as I could off of that album. Just never stopped. And so over time, that changed into it got heavier and I got more desensitized to metal and screaming and all that fun stuff. So super into metal nowadays. So probably any record from era is my go-to nowadays. But OG probably My Chem, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's,
Yeah.
Frank Iero was
Oh,
A hero.
a
great guy.
Yeah.
Android. Actually, Jess and I saw them
Yeah, I saw them
Uh,
in
Chicago.
August.
last year. Yeah, in Chicago.
I was also there.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was
so
really good. I cried the whole time.
Oh, I cried too.
Same. I saw them in Shaky Knees last year.
Yeah.
And I was just.
One of the best shows
Tears.
I've ever. And they're incredible performers.
The
Incredible.
theatrics
yeah,
alone
the
was
Yes.
just
amazing.
Yeah.
incredible.
Also just really tapped into like I remember when I found My Chemical Romance. It was like the year after they had broken up. And I was like,
Same.
I'm never gonna see them live. And then they announced their tour, and I was like, I'm gonna see them live.
Literally, I had like a full-on meltdown. Like full-on. The only other band that's ever made me do that was Paramore. Actually,
Okay,
we saw
yeah.
y'all
Yeah,
at
we
Paramore.
were there
So
too.
yes.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. No, literally like full breakdown. I was like, they're back. Anyway, moving on.
One album. All right, so I think my 2 biggest inspirations right now would be Revealer by Madison Cunningham and Decide by Joe. And then I think the album that I really enjoyed growing up that like has the biggest influence on my like writing style and like music overall is probably Melophobia by Cage the Elephant. I think that's got to be my top choice.
What was it about that album?
So I hadn't really heard any indie rock before that, and so I distinctly remember being like 13, and an internet friend had recommended it, and I was like, "This is so noisy. I don't like it." And you know, over the course of a little bit of time, I realized that I liked it because it was noisy. And there's just so many interesting production choices on that album, and like, it has a sort of unique sound, especially like songs like "Teeth" is one of my favorites. That one's like really weird, and I think that kind of shaped my tastes going forward pretty strongly.
There's a lot of good texture.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really good texture.
Because it's not polished. It's like
No.
it's raw-ish.
Yeah.
It's very like live in the studio sounding.
It feels tangible.
It does.
you know?
The guitars are really like sharp and angular sometimes, but like there's also like Rubber Ball has like
Yeah.
that really round, soft,
Yeah.
like comforting synth, and so like I don't know, the kind of contrasts there and diving into the textures of that was really like got me into it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good choices. For the
Nice.
first 3. Paul, y'all know Paul. I know you got some good
Really?
choices too. I'm excited.
Mine are going to be very different from each other. But growing up, like, I grew up in a small little town in Ohio, and so I wasn't really exposed to a lot of music that wasn't just on the radio, but eventually I started getting into, like, through different streaming services, and even I got to a point where I would just go on YouTube and just find music videos to watch of random things, and absolutely fell in love with Riot by Paramore. And that was, like, angry at mom and dad. I was
Yeah.
listening to Riot by Paramore. My friends and I were fighting. I was listening to that, and it kind of like, not that it wasn't a popular album, it definitely was, but just it wasn't really on pop radio. And so that kind of helped me realize that there was more out there to discover, and then it kind of spiraled from there. And now my favorite album is in a much different direction, and it is Stick Season by Noah Kahan. And I know for a fact that that's going to change very soon when The Great Divide by Noah Kahan comes out, because I've already been absolutely obsessing over those 2 songs. Because personally, when I eventually write kind of my own stuff, it's all going to be very folk-centered. I just love folk very much.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like people sleep on folk music.
Yeah.
They kind of write it off like as unintelligent when it's really not. There's so
Not at
much
all.
depth.
It's so poetic,
Yeah.
and even with Noah Kahan stuff, like sometimes people think that like folk music is simple,
Mhm.
and if you listen to Noah Khan, it's
Not
not.
simple.
There's a lot of layers going on, and it's
Yeah.
just really amazing.
Yeah, there's so much history. with
Yeah.
folk as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
and just like that, you don't lose that history and that like element
No,
throughout. Like,
exactly.
it's so good. Noah Khan is a genius. So.
He really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought up Paramore because
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was definitely on repeat for junior high and before.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Surprise.
Saw the first 4 minutes and realized it's not.
Like,
thought about
up
this,
and
yeah.
down, you said that, okay. Now that the women are done speaking.
Yep. On a real note, though, for real.
This is what it's like being the only woman in the band, by the way.
There's a marker you can throw down.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
My favorite album, that's really hard to say. I mean, the ones I guess I keep coming back to is honestly the first Sleep Token record. I always come back to that one. Sundowning is great. Always go back to that, and it's definitely inspired like my drum writing over the years. And then there's an album called I Let It In and It Took Everything from a band called Loathe. It was released in 2020. Oh, you know that one? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that one's gas. So that's probably one of the best. Like, I'm a big metal guy like Justin. That's what I've kind of always been oriented towards and still am. And that one I always find myself coming back. I mean, there's so many, but that one is probably one of my, like, probably a perfectly written album in my opinion. So that's my other
Yeah.
go-to
That's
there.
like a no skips. for me
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, absolutely.
It's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Ball knowledge all around. Okay.
We know ball. That's what's up.
No, very cool. I guess maybe my last question. We have a couple more minutes here. Do you guys have a favorite song that you guys have produced?
Yeah.
That's a great
What's a
question.
favorite Man of the Flood song?
Since I only know the new record, I'm gonna go with the Drown for me.
Okay.
Cool.
I like Drown a lot.
Oh, he likes the one where he's heavily featured.
Yep, and I'm proud of that.
Well, I joined late, so I had a grand total of 0 on this album. But I enjoy Robot Elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my style, and I definitely see everyone's influence hearing the song, and literally the entire album. I can see everyone's influence on it. But I think Robot Elephant stands out the most because it's a perfect blend of everyone's influence, and then having Jess on the vocals really just sparks things up, makes it a little bit
Definitely.
different. Her having her own part's great, but also the bass lines on it are great, and progressive breakdowns are really fun to play. So it's nice going back from that, like hopping back and forth from kind of popish to a little bit heavier in the middle of the set. Kind of gives that diversity there, so it's always fun to play.
I think my 2 favorites are Bathwater from the new record. I think that's my favorite of the new ones. And from older stuff, I think my favorite is New Philosophy off Crystal Ball.
Oh yeah.
Or the ones you wrote.
Yeah.
The ones that you
Doesn't
see.
count.
There's one that you didn't write. I'd say my favorite off of the new record, especially, and I could go into a whole speech about this, is Drown. Because there's that bridge section. There's just a lot of imagery that comes to mind for me. It did pretty much immediately. And then
That was good.
And then-
Quinn and I are fighting.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Yeah.
I'll ignore you guys. But Lights Out will always have a very special place in my heart because when I met Quinn and Clayton years and years, 5 years ago, actually, 5 years ago Tuesday.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Because St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
They were like,
Thanks.
They were like, do you want to hear our band's music? And, that can...
She thought it was going to be trash.
I didn't think it was going to be trash. It just be a
She
scary
had
question
expectations.
sometimes.
No, thank you.
And so we go into Quinn's bedroom where their little studio was, and they start playing it, and I did not expect to hear such a beautiful and heart-wrenching song. And then the first Man of the Flood thing I actually worked on was Lights Out on a Wednesday. So Lights Out is near and dear to my heart.
Okay. Off the new stuff, I would say Bathwater is probably my favorite. There's just something about that one that I just really, really like. And then off the old stuff, I'd say the most slept on Man of the Flood song is probably Long Way Home. I really like that one.
Yeah, nice.
And it's gas. So if you haven't heard that one, go back and listen to it
Go
because
listen
it's
to
fire.
it. Go listen to all of our music.
Stream it all.
Grace, do you have an answer?
Do I have an answer?
Mm-hmm. Put
Gosh.
you on the spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm partial. I really, really liked Crystal Ball. Just, yeah, it was just like also the era of my life that we were all in at that time. Just being like seniors in college, it was just like, dude, 2022 and 2023 were peak. It's just a good time. I also just really, really love Robot Elephant. Like that is like,
Nice.
yeah, that is like, wow. I don't know. That was something I was like, I'm adding this to my playlist. It's going to be on the rotation. Like I need to buy a CD, or a vinyl if you'll let me have one of those vinyls,
It's true.
let me buy one.
You
Absolutely.
can't.
I can't buy it.
No.
All right.
You're the
well,
only one that can't now.
Okay. Well,
Mm.
shoot.
Yeah. If I had to say one, I think it was Portrait. I was actually
Oh,
listening,
yes.
listening to the album earlier today, kind of preparing for the show, and the intro just like I just kind of took me off guard. Like, whoa, that is a really cool intro, and then kind of the jazz influence on it too. Yeah, no, I really like that song a lot. So it's
Sweet.
The
Thank
fun
you.
fact about the intro is actually written after most of the rest of the song.
Really?
Like, most of the song existed. And, I was just like, I feel like it needs something in the beginning. And that's what we did.
It's
I
long.
love
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, that was a really good song.
Get
So,
on YouTube and watch
Yeah,
it.
if you haven't
It's
seen
a
the music
music
video,
Oh my
Quinn
God,
did
yeah.
a
The music
crazy music
video.
video.
I didn't see the music video.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah,
watch
it's
it. It's
crazy.
insane. If you like that song, Quinn spent like 60 hours editing it. It's like
Really?
all of our faces changing over the course of like a year, like spliced together in different ways and like crazy
Yeah.
editing. It's
I used to have
bonkers.
shoulder length hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it in the music video for Crystal Ball. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the portrait music video features me having like 5 or 6 different haircuts,
Yeah.
working my way down to the buzz cut. So
Very
That's
cool.
fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
Super cool.
Well, that's pretty much all the time we have today. Thank you guys so much for coming in. This was really cool, just kind of hearing your creative process behind things, cool stories about where you guys perform, stuff like that. And so we really appreciate you coming in today. So for
Thanks
Man
so
of the
much for
Flood,
having us. Yeah,
Thank
we
you
really
guys.
appreciate it.
yeah, for Man of the Flood, they will be performing. I just had it up here what Middle Waves is. I think it's June 6th.
That is
Don't
right.
quote me on that. Yes,
That's the
perfect.
one.
So, and like I said, they'll be performing with a host of other bands. So check them out. For Grace Samuels and Clayton McMahon, this is Beats of Fort Wayne. Thank you for tuning in to another episode, and we will see you next time.
This is Beats of Fort Wayne.